We have some breaking news now with the Kansas City Chiefs obviously winning the Super Bowl. That means there's going to be more firings taking place. However, there's been one big one today, which actually had me looking at my phone going, really? That just happened? Like, what's going on here? It was absolutely bonkers to see, but per Adam Schefter, a change in San Francisco. Steve Wilks is out as the 49ers defensive coordinator. Kyle Shanahan ultimately decided to fire him this morning, which is a big time question mark as to like why he would do such a thing. This team just went to the Super Bowl. They were the best team by far in the NFC. I mean, they just steamrolled teams. Their defense was flying around, especially with the weapons they had. Chase Young, Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, Fred Warner, Hufanga before he got injured, Dre Greenlaw. I mean, that defense was set up perfectly, right? So maybe the fact that they lost the Super Bowl, Kyle Shanahan thought, oh, well, this defense coordinator just isn't good enough because we have superstars literally at every position and we just couldn't get it done in the big stage. But what I ultimately come back to, because look at Steve Wilks this year had the third ranked NFL defense when it comes to points per game. Only allowed 17.5 points per game. That's third best in the NFL. Not too bad. 17.5 points you're looking at, you're like, it's kind of a lot. But in reality, being third best, that's actually really, really good. And I did see some other stats where like last year's defense was like ranked number 1. And then this year they dropped to number 12 overall. And it's like, okay, so their defense regressed. That's what's going to happen when you have to have a new defensive coordinator. You bring in Steve Wilks. I thought for the most part Steve Wilks did a fantastic job this season. He put his defense in the best positions possible so that they could find a way to succeed. Now look, say that Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs don't go down in overtime and score that touchdown. Does Steve Wilks get fired? Probably not. But since the defense let Patrick Mahomes win the Super Bowl again, a change had to be made. For me, though, looking at this, it's Kyle Shanahan putting the blame on Steve Wilks. You're the reason why we lost the Super Bowl. Not me. I wasn't the one. Okay? I didn't even know the overtime rules, but I'm not the one that lost this game. You're the one. Because if our defense stops them, aka that's your job to call the right play to stop that offense, we win the Super Bowl. But it didn't happen. This firing came out of nowhere. It was completely, it was just shocking to see that the 49ers decided to part ways with Steve Wilks. Now I understand we've seen other things happen and anything is possible in this league. Firings can happen left and right. Hirings can happen left and right. You never know what's going to happen in this league, but this one kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I did see some reports that the players just didn't buy into him enough. Like they did well in his system and stuff, but they didn't buy into Steve Wilks, the defensive coordinator, as much as they did the play calling and stuff like that. So I don't know why this happened, but it's big time news. The San Francisco 49ers are now looking for their new defensive coordinator, and there's plenty of options out there, I do believe. I mean, we look at Bill Belichick. He's not going to do it. Okay, he's going to be head coach regardless, but Mike Vrabel, there's other ones out there that could potentially take this job. Even Rex Ryan was trying to come back into the league for the Dallas Cowboys, but this one's a big one. The San Francisco 49ers officially part ways with Steve Wilks as their defensive coordinator. A new job opening now in the market. You guys let me know your thoughts about this firing down below. If you're a 49ers fan, what was your overall thoughts on Steve Wilks? Do you agree with this firing? Do you wish he would have stayed around? What's the case there? Let me know down below. Also drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be much, much appreciated. Have a great rest of your night, folks. And you just got your fix with the Wicks.